Zingano touching down on that canvas for the first time since UFC 200. That was July of 2016. This tail of the tape is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Zingano now 35. Ketlen Vieira is 26. Vieira, the taller woman by 2 inches. Both fighters with a reach of 68 inches. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for UFC 222. Cyborg versus Kunitskaya, presented by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding an undefeated professional record. 9 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Manaus, Amazonas, Brazil, presenting the number 5 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Ketlen Vieira. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 9 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the number 6 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Alpha Cat Zingano. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog, our referee for this one. Thank you very much, Ashley. High stakes here in the women's bantamweight division. Cat Zingano.
You can feel the tension
I'm
here.
telling you.
Yeah.
And Ketlen Vieira just about ready to go. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Zingano in all black. Vieira in the black with gold.
Oh. Ketlen caught her with a right hand there.
It looked like she hurt her a little bit too. You saw the misstep by Zingano.
Nice knee to the body by Ketlen.
Zingano so good at closing the distance and getting the fight where she wants it. Elbow over the top lands for Vieira.
The thing about Vieira is she's also very big for the weight class. She's big and strong and physical.
And Kat, she's throwing these kicks with her hands way down.
Yeah.
And then looking for that clinch. Like even the punches as she's going in.
Yeah, lunging in and leaving her chin up in the air, so Vieira's countering her.
It looks like everything is just to set up the clinch. At least to the outside when you're watching her movements.
Left hand lands for Vieira, unable to connect on the right hand follow. Zingano very hungry after the fight against Juliana Pena nearly 2 years ago. She said she felt a little flat, left it in the gym.
There's a nice knee by Kat. Nice knee to the body by Kat.
Yeah. And when we talked to Kat, I told her, I said, I think that may have been the only time I've seen you out physical in the octagon against Juliana Pena. She said, you know, I didn't have it anymore, as you said, John. She said she trained so hard that by the time the fight came,
right,
it was all gone.
Zingano trains almost exclusively with men. Nice inside leg kick for her. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1.
I do not like how she's keeping her chin straight up in the air and her hands down.
She's getting countered right now by Vieira. And Vieira's walking forward. That's one thing we don't see in many Zingano fights. It's her nice takedown.
Beautiful. And
Oh,
look at
good defense by Vieira.
Right
yes.
back up like a cat.
Never allowed her to secure top position.
Ketlen Vieira just looking much more technical on the feet. More composed, more classic, hands up high, block that kick and looking to counter immediately.
That could come also from activity. You know, it's been a while since Zingano's fought.
There's a nice kick to the body.
Yeah. She's landed shots herself. She's done a good job of throwing her outside leg kick. Oh, nice right hand by Zingano.
And Vieira connects with a counter left.
Vieira's actually just taking the shot and continuing to walk and plod forward.
Amazing, the development of Vieira when you think about her UFC debut, late 2016.
Here's the key for Zingano, that body kick right there. Vieira is not doing a good job of getting her right hand down when Kat's throwing these body kicks. She needs to continue to blast that kick to the body. But Ketlen's not allowing, because she's just walking forward, never allowing Zingano to get comfortable. She's got on her back foot.
Lip busted up pretty good, DC. Less than 2 minutes here to go in the round. They clinch here again. Nice knee by Zingano.
When they're in that clinch, Zingano's like landing some really nice knees.
Vieira has eaten several power shots seemingly without much issue. 90 seconds in the round.
But the forward pressure stays for Vieira. She does not deviate from the game plan. Walk forward, land your strikes, and just really try to
beautiful
Zingano.
takedown.
Nice takedown.
Beautiful timing. Was looking for that knee by Zingano, caught it, got it to the ground perfectly. And she has a crushing top game.
Yes, right into a KC control, covering both knees with her hips. She just timed that knee of Zingano. Over and over, Zingano threw that knee. This time Vieira countered it, and now she's moving into the mount.
Tremendous guard passer, very good in the transition game. A lot of chokes in her arsenal.
This is a great position where you're just sitting flat on both legs, not allowing your opponent to move. You see Khabib do this a ton, where he just sits on the legs.
Right.
Kat trying to get that left leg into play, and it seems she has it now. She's putting it on the hip, trying to get some kind of guard going. Look at that. Ketlen steps right over it. And she could easily pass to the left if she kicked that leg up.
Zingano needs to dig the left underhook and get back to a half guard. It's much better than laying here in this position.
Yeah, Ketlen has got a smashing top game. Heavy hips.
Yeah.
Look at that. Moving into the mount. Nope. Doesn't get it.
Five minutes down. Zingano a little bit slow to get back to her feet.
And here we see Kat with a wild right hand. And there's a beautiful body kick by Kat. And here's the takedown from Kat, but Ketlen bounces right back up to her feet. But this one by Ketlen stuck. And that was probably the most significant moment in the fight.
Hey, get ready. When you get in that clinch, let's use a sweep and a knee. Turner, knee, or sweep. Either or. Deep breath. Deep breath. Go ahead.
You're deep on those body locks. Commit to it now. All the way to side control. All the way to side control. Run her through. All right? She's strong in those clinches.
That's a close round. Okay? It's a close round. Go to gun her because she got the last takedown at the end.
Well, skill for skill, the main event of UFC 223 could just be the best fight the UFC can make right now. That lightweight title fight, the headliner for UFC 223. Tony Ferguson bringing a 10-fight winning streak to the table against Russian Sambo world champ, the undefeated Khabib Nurmagomedov. UFC 223, Saturday, April 7th, 10 in the East, 7 in the West, and only on pay-per-view.
Skill for skill. That fight's off the charts. Off the charts.
I always love when Eric Del Fierro corners because he doesn't pull punches with his fighters. He told Kat, very close round, but she may have gotten it with that last takedown. That raises the urgency a little bit of Zingano and also tells her that she needs to defend those takedowns because this fight's very close.
Oh, beautiful throw by Ketlen Vieira.
Man, step over.
Right in the mouth. Kat's in deep, deep trouble here. She's trying to turn over. She's going to give her back up. If she doesn't give her back up, she's going to give an arm triangle up in this position.
She's got to force that knee back to half guard.
Ketlen Vieira. Tremendous control here. And a beautiful takedown.
So nasty, this judo technique right into that arm throw. Took the momentum and pressure of Kat Zingano, used it against her to finish that beautiful takedown. Great job by Ketlen Vieira.
And Ketlen Vieira most like, oh, here's the arm triangle possibility.
Now she's trying to set it up.
And this is what she submitted Sarah McMahon with.
Yep.
Remember, and she can do it right from here. Drop those hips down, keep the squeeze, slowly put the pressure on, then eventually release that left leg, pop it over the top, and move towards the outside, counterclockwise. So where she's at right now with that left leg trapped, Kat Zingano, okay, beautiful job by Kat. Bucked and exploded. A nice up kick as well.
That is one tough customer. Kat Zingano still working off of her back here. 3 minutes to go, round 2.
Yeah, the problem is she's still on her back. And Vieira is just, you know, from that Brazilian wrestling champion background that she has. I mean, she's got a tremendous wrestling background. Very, very good at controlling, very good at top pressure.
Yes, uses her size very well when she's on top. Look at that. Passes to half guard.
Pass. And just excellent pressure, no space. So she's sitting on that left leg.
She doesn't rush anything, right? She knew she was going to half guard.
Yeah.
But instead of rushing and raising her hips very high, giving Kat space to try to change the position, very short little pass, right in the half guard, stays low and heavy, and now she's got a far side underhook and in the half guard.
And she's trying to control the left arm of Kat. She's continually pressing her weight up high and stepping up with her right leg to try to press down on the left arm of Kat Zingano.
All right, let's fire it into the red corner of Kat Zingano, Eric Del Vieira.
Side now. Hey, repubble here. Go, go, go. All the way now, all the way. If you're going to base out. Get it inside. Keep getting that right arm in. Yes, shove the head. Keep shoving the head. Push the head if you're going to go. Keep shoving that head. Push the head. Keep pushing it. Keep making that space. Keep pushing that head.
That is Brennan Piedmont to the right of Eric Del Vieira.
Yep. Very smart. He's telling Kat to keep pushing the head. He needs to force her head down to her leg. Yes, you got to force your opponent off of your hips down to the leg so that you can try to stand back up.
And another problem for Kat is right now this is just survival.
Yeah.
We got 1:29 to go in a round that she's been completely dominated in.
And Kat hasn't really made an attempt to get back to her feet. Whenever she has created space, she's trying to throw up kicks, but she needs to put her hips on it, her feet on the hips, and try to get Vieira off of the top of her.
Oh, she's throwing some good elbows off the bottom.
And you can do a lot of damage there. You saw Michael Bisping and George St. Pierre. He really did cut him up off of his back with those elbows.
Yeah, that was one of the best examples of a guy using elbows well off of his back. And of course, if you go way back, Bas Rutten won the world title, beating Kevin Randleman, basically doing that off his back.
That's Joe Rogan with his encyclopedia brain for MMA knowledge. Just right there, off the cuff.
Steel trap.
Back to 1997 real quick, huh, Rogan?
I think it was 98.
Oh, there you go. I was wrong again.
So 30 seconds now to go in the round. Kat Zingano would appear to have some work to do.
Shout out to Bas Rutten. I know he's out there watching.
Pretty good left hand a moment ago by Ketlen Vieira, whose self-belief has been a big cornerstone of her success. I said it earlier, but just remarkable where she is now relative to October of 2016.
Her confidence level is raised, and it shows in her fighting style. She's so sure of herself now.
Zingano didn't want much to do with that fist bump, but...
Right here, you see Kat Zingano blitz as she has before. Look at that. Vieira uses a wizard to load her hips and then take her across. Watch her load the hips on top. Look at that.
That's
loaded her hips right over the top. Used the momentum of Zingano to flip her with that judo throw. It was amazing. Great job, Ketlen Vieira.
Ela tá morta.
You're doing, she's dead. She's dead. She's exhausted from your pressure.
Ela tá morta.
She's
O
exhausted.
jogo é esse.
This is the game. This is the game. You want 2 rounds. Just let's move more. Move more. Only thing you have to worry about. There you go. The only thing you have to worry about is to try to take down.
Recuperou. Tô zero.
Hit her,
Perfeito,
circle.
então. Aí,
Hit her,
beleza,
circle.
vou
Hit her,
rodando,
circle.
vou
Decide to
rodando.
take down. The opportunity will
Quero
come.
que você rode.
I want you to circle.
Administre esse round
Take
até
the
recuperar.
round. Take the
Quando
rhythm.
recuperar, cabeça quieta. Faz teu jogo. Entendeu?
Fight fans, check out the UFC store on your mobile device. Get your favorite fighter gear and more. Shop now. Receive 15% off during tonight's fight. Use code UFC222 and start saving today. So it all comes down to this third and final round. Kat Zingano and Ketlen Vieira.
Are you ready? Fight!
Undeniably, a bantamweight contender will emerge out of this one, and perhaps some fatigue for Zingano, but no denying the ticker.
Oh! Cat with a couple of good right hands there. Nice inside low kick. Oh, she hurt herself.
Zingano with an injury to that left foot, perhaps.
It got checked. Kick got checked. Yep, that kick got checked. And Zingano couldn't hide it anymore. You don't want to let your opponent see that a check kick or a short kick hurts you that much, but I don't think she had any option.
Yeah, we don't know the extent of that injury, but Cat Zingano is as tough as they come. If she showed it, it must have been brutally painful.
Zingano has only gone the distance twice in 11 professional fights.
It was a check kick that caused the damage. We don't know the extent of that damage, but now Ketlen Vieira is taking advantage of this amazing opportunity. Cat came out incredibly aggressive at the end of this, at the beginning rather, of this third round. Way down on the scorecards, most likely.
And how about Cat throwing that left foot too?
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Ketlen Vieira again on top, smashing top game.
And she just had the option to go to side control there, but put herself right back in half guard because she knows that it secures the position.
She's also good at smothering people from this position. She gets chest to chest, uses that leg that's trapped in half guard to kind of clamp down and anchor herself. And look at it, just restricting the air, putting a lot of shoulder pressure down on Cat. And Cat's trying to buck and explode.
You gotta work. Revalio.
Ketlen Vieira uses her physical size to just wear people down.
Yeah, and her excellent wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that she's utilizing her hips, pressing
jiu-jitsu.
down. Yeah.
She's got really good jiu-jitsu control. And just big, strong, physical, aggressive, and confident. I think that's the most important thing, John, you said earlier, is that now she believes she can become the UFC champion. Sometimes that's a switch for people when it becomes reality that, oh my goodness, I can actually do this. And now you see a competent fighter in Ketlen Vieira who believes that she can be the champ in the UFC.
And Joe, if you're Ketlen Vieira, just content to work, stay busy here, and not allow Zingano back.
Yeah, I mean, she's way ahead. And I think she's going to try to finish this fight. But Cat Zingano's tough as they come. And I think if she just continues to do this, keeps punching, perhaps we can see a position where she moves into a more dominant spot, half guard, mount, somewhere along those lines, and then tries to finish her. Oh, look at this! Cat with a trip! Cat Zingano's up! Oh! Two big shots by Cat!
Cat will not quit on herself. She will constantly be fighting. And you saw that at the beginning of the round. She's not going to give up. She's going to keep fighting to try to win this fight. But now she's got to find a way to get to space, Joe. Vieira's doing a very smart thing here, grabbing that underhook and pressing her against the side of the octagon.
Zingano seems to be able to put pressure on that left foot. Yeah, she's been throwing that left knee with regularity here over the last 30 seconds or so.
And it seems like whatever happened to her left foot, she's recovered from it.
Or she's just tougher than hell.
She's definitely tougher than hell.
Yeah.
But I think she's recovered from it as well.
Now Vieira's just looking up. She's looking up at the clock now, just holding. She's just holding Zingano.
Well, the onus is on Cat Zingano to make something happen. Less than a minute now to go.
Nice knee to the body by Cat. Wow. It's happening a lot tonight.
But he let him work a lot longer with less action than the fight earlier tonight.
Yes.
Ketlen Vieira flat-footed for the first time tonight.
Oh!
Cat Zingano still bringing the fight to Ketlen Vieira.
Oh, she's going for it.
Yep.
And that's the foot that she hurt.
Again, Vieira pushed her into the side of the octagon. He's going to be on Zingano to change his position.
Nice knee to the body by Zingano, right in front of us. Nice elbow.
So Kat Zingano and Ketlen Vieira go the distance here tonight in Las Vegas. Strong last 2 minutes for Kat Zingano, but in all likelihood,
Ketlen Vieira, what we just saw was just too much control, too much grappling, just beautiful top game by Ketlen Vieira. Very good stand-up as well. And then Kat with this one leg that gets checked, she caught on the knee, and you see her leg is just giving out. And sometimes what happens is the nerves just get shot. They get jolted, and then your foot doesn't work well. We saw that in a fight recently with Michael Chandler. And then here, the end of the round, she just turned it on. And she did everything she could to try to win that fight. But most likely, we're looking at the winner right there.
so vintage Kat Zingano down the stretch, giving her all and then some. But of course, Zingano visibly disappointed there on the stool. She was hoping for a big win in her return. Of course, Ketlen Vieira has made all 3 of her previous UFC appearances since we last saw Zingano at UFC 200. DC, the numbers on this one: head strikes advantage Vieira, the body work and the leg work for Kat Zingano, but the narrative in this one, top position time north of 8 minutes for the Brazilian contender.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be the difference, right? Zingano is usually the one that wants to employ that type of strategy. Ketlen Vieira turned the game on her. She won this fight in the grappling and on the ground. Great job, Ketlen Vieira.
And a nice show of respect after the fact. The official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS, who brings you closer than ever to the UFC on a fast nationwide 4G LTE network.
Right here.
All right, now we go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has that official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Dave Hagan scores the contest, 29-28, Vieira. Marcos Rosales has it, 29-28, Zingano. And Sal Diamato scores the contest, 29-28, for the winner by split decision, Ketlen Vieira.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Ketlen Vieira, after we just got a terrifying scare with the scorecards. I thought that was a fight that you dominated. It was an outstanding performance. You came into this fight as a top 10 contender in the bantamweight division, and now you look to be one of the most promising prospects at 135 pounds.
Você veio para essa luta, foi muito difícil, uma luta muito difícil. Você se surpreendeu com o score de juízes, que foi uma decisão que não foi unânime sua. Acho que você dominou a luta. Você veio para cá como um prospecto de número 10. Agora você pode disputar pelo título. O que você pensa da sua luta, da sua performance de hoje?
Antes de qualquer coisa, eu quero agradecer a Deus, toda a honra e toda a glória dele. Eu não sou nada, eu sou o instrumento dele aqui. E eu quero dizer que eu sabia que ia ser uma luta muito difícil, porque a Kat Zingano é uma lutadora extraordinária. Eu sou fã dela, eu sei que ela tem muito a apresentar aqui dentro. E eu fiquei muito triste de vê-la chorando, porque ela é um ídolo, ela é um ícone do MMA mundial, é a protagonista da segunda luta feminina no UFC. Eu pedi desculpa por eu ter me descontrolado, né? Mas aqui é o sangue do caboclo do norte, mano. Mexeu, pegou.
You got all that? Yes, got it. Oh, well, I love to get Kat Zingano. First of all, she's an amazing fighter. I like fights like this. I know it's going to be a very difficult fight for me. I have confidence in my training to overcome adversities and come out on top. Kat Zingano is an icon of the sport. I've been following her since the very beginning. It hurts my feelings to see her cry. I don't want to see her cry, but I lost my emotions also the way in. It's not who I do, but it's the Brazilian fighter blooding me, and I apologize for that. I'm next for the next one.
Congratulations on a fantastic performance.
Eu quero o cinturão. Eu vim lutar aqui com a costela fraturada. Eu tô lutando à base de anti-inflamatório. Mesmo assim, eu vim aqui e dei meu melhor. Eu quero o cinturão e vou mostrar a força do norte do Brasil aqui.
I won that belt. I came to this fight with no excuse with the fractured rib. I've been taking anti-inflammatories for the whole week. I have a fractured rib. No excuses. I deserve to fight for that belt.
Ketlen Vieira, ladies and gentlemen.